Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense, a man born back in 1990 in Pocatello, Idaho. That's Taysom Hill.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hill, he gets it to Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Give them 6 yards in the first down. The Saints at 10-1 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close 1-score game, and those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
On the run is Benjamin. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll buy some time right. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Hill looks to throw. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They run it with Benjamin. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. 49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the 3rd overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Garoppolo. The man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
And just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage. Get the defensive back on his heels. Get the ball out to the receiver. And he does the rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. 6-0 our score after 1. Here's 2nd and a yard. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Following the fumble recovery, Hill. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Hill. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
Here we go with Kamara. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
That's complete to the tight end, Warner. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He'll throw complete there to Thomas. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. First down, it's Hill. The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Hill. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory. Russell Wilson, a strong performance there over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they lead the visiting LA Chargers at halftime. A touchdown run for James Conner. Finally, we head to the shores.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? It always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Running right through him. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he's across the 40. 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Now Hill. Olave holds it in. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Hill. Johnson's got it complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Looking long for Thomas. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He finds Kittle going across the field. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Garoppolo. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about
it. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. From the 2 now, second and goal. Kamara trying again. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Saints, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Taysom Hill and the New Orleans Saints.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They're coming off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Hill looking to throw it here with the first play. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Hill's throw caught by Olave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roam the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. To throw is Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
From the 44, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. This defense for the Saints, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bucs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Kamara up the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
They run it again with Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown.
Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have regained the lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
First down, here's White. And a good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
2nd down and 3.
From midfield, here's Brady.
He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Well, this has definitely been a ball control offense here in the first half. We saw them go on a long scoring drive the last time they had the ball. And now here, they get the third down conversion to keep this drive going.
Again, it's Brady. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. This one taken in by Otten. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. One receiver to the left is Evans. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Hill now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred. Hill. Firing
quickly, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
There's Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
By Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
By David Onyemata. A loss of 13 yards brings up 3rd down.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Brady now on 1st down. That's complete. Bernard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On play action, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 57 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 21-10 game. will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Winston.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Play action now, Winston. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst, quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
Now Winston on 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Hill.
The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle, because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hill now operating from the red zone. Steps away. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they aren't back within a single point here in the fourth. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 27, Brady.
He's got Otten.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Brady now to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
On 1st down, Hill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Hill. Olave over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 2. Hill. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Hill. He's got Johnson, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Hill now to throw. Olave hauls it in. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now Hill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Steps away to his left. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
His kick is good.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
So here's Brady and the Bucks. Down by 4. A little over 30 seconds remaining.
And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady.
And this one caught downfield by Evans. Able to get this all the way out close to midfield, just what the doctor ordered on play 1 of this drive in crunch time.
Brady to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Brady. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Brady.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final try now for Brady. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1 touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for New Orleans, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as